Hey, what's going on, people? Yo, it's Smitty here. Now this is a response to Versus vid. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not planning on him responding as well. You know what I'm saying? Like he stated, so which is perfectly fine. Um, we're not saying you have to go one way or the other, but the thing is, like Apex already basically driven the point home, keeping it all relative to football. He's going all outside the box. Like I said, this has nothing to do with theorems and evolution of mankind and mathematical equations from Albert Einstein and Newton's law and everything. It has nothing to do with the moon, stars, any of that, etc., etc. This is about keeping it in football. Like he already shown it with Tony Dungy and everything, how he did his analysis and everything. It's all right there. I mean, this is supposed to be a football game debate between rating players numerically and rating them according to ability. Now, All Pro Football only had one game. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have two, three, four games. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a franchise mode or anything like that. They didn't have that chance. So they're the only game that came out on the market with that kind of rating system in mind. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I just wanted to play this video. This is from Greg Thomas, the head of Visual Concepts, and I'm just going to cue it up. Just two points here to see real quick. So I'm just going to play it here for you guys.
So there isn't a franchise mode because there isn't a history behind what your team that you're making. But there is a season mode, so we will have some preset teams that we've just made ourselves that we think would be cool, and you'll be able to play those in season mode. So there is a season mode, it's just not a franchise. And yeah, so.
So, as he clearly stated there, your team, that's the reason, what their reason is, basically. Your team has no history, so therefore there's no franchise mode. You have a season, and that's it. So that was their whole premise of the game. You're hearing it right here. This is from the lead developer from Visual Concepts, the creators of this game, All Pro Football. Just so it's clearly evident there. So only thing that you could speak of is just in your opinion off of theory, basically, theoretically speaking, or hypothetically speaking. You come up with a scenario like he took with Earl Campbell, and he said, all these years down the line, a player having the exact same abilities over and over and over. Now, to further elaborate on that, I'm going to cue it up here again. It was another point here in the video speaking about the player's abilities. And once again, from the same person. So, hold on, let me play this here. Alright, now check this a little bit out.
Cartoon or whatever. So the actual players themselves aren't going to develop any more than they already are as you're playing the game. They are the best that have ever played the game. So I don't think it's going to be like, if I do these moves so many times, I'm going to get a boost of this, run rating or whatever. We're looking at attributes very differently. We're not looking at a 0 to 100 kind of rating on players. We're looking at it very differently. But we're not talking about that yet. But like I said, we are doing it differently. We always try.
All right. So, as he clearly stated there, you know what I'm saying, the players' ratings are set. You're playing with the best players of all time. So therefore, it's set for one season. You're playing with those players. That's exactly it. And obviously, we know how they rated the team. So this was before the game dropped, obviously. But yeah, it's clearly there. So, I mean, versus like it's the facts are right there. So I mean, the only thing that we could really do is you can hypothetically speak outside of this, unless you see a developer from 2K go out live on television or on the internet and post that, yes, you know what, we set a system to work multiple years using the system, then at that point you have something truly to go by. But until then, all we could do is just speak in terms of theory. You know what I'm saying? We can all come up with our own way to analyze, our own rating system, so to speak. Like, what if 2K had a franchise mode? How would it be rated using the ability-based system? That's basically the only thing we could do until something official were to come from, the offices over there at 2K Sports. You know what I'm saying? So basically all the information is right here. I mean, this is exactly what the game was. That's exactly what they were going for. And like how Apex had said, Dan Marino had that quick release his entire career. Jerry Rice, at the same time, he didn't have the same quick feet that he always had. You know what I'm saying? He had it in little flashes. You know what I'm saying? When it got to the very end of his career, he had it in little flashes. He still had great catching ability, but he didn't have the supreme talent that he once had. The hops and him being so clutch and everything. He had, his talent had diminished to a great degree, and he wasn't able to maintain. You know what I'm saying? So is that to say that he just wasn't athletic? No, but he couldn't perform anywhere at relatively close to the level that he was used to perform at. So therefore, he went on ahead and retired. You know what I'm saying? So that shows you players do keep their abilities throughout the duration of their career. It's just that the players' ability to lose at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't lose any of their ability. They don't gain nor lose. It stays the same. You know what I'm saying? And they only made it for 1 year. So on that note, until we see them come out with another instance of another game or what have you, until we see something from 2K, if they were to utilize abilities again, obviously people would want a franchise mode, no question. So that would be something that they would have to address, and then at that point, then we could really talk about it. Then we could really get more in depth about it. But until then, if you're going to address any of us or anyone, or if you're putting it out to the public, keep it in the realm of what you're talking about. If you're talking about science and life studies and things of that nature, then keep it over there. But if you're talking about football, keep it in football. Source people that deal with football, whether if it's something from a coach, from a former player, you know what I'm saying, from anyone who does color commentary. Keep the analysis and keep it all 100% right there in the realm of football. That's all you need to do. That's all that we're talking about. So I mean, to act like, to feel disrespected and everything, I'm sorry you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, the thing is, now when it comes to me personally, you had disrespected me to a very high level. There's no going behind that. That's like, just like a point said before. That's like saying, I don't want you to take no offense to this, and then you go ahead and you come out and insult my mother or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna straight punch you in the face, but I don't want you to get mad about it. Just don't take offense. Like, no, I'm gonna get, you know what I'm saying? Brother's gonna get pissed off. You know what I'm saying? There's no going back behind that. Like, you don't come out and blatantly insult somebody, and then just because you threw a disclaimer in front of it, all of a sudden, oh, it's okay. It's all right that you said that. No, it's not. It never will be okay. If you did that to any of the other guys, I'm pretty sure you would have caught it from them too. So make sure you have all your stuff correct, man, and make sure you keep the discussion in the realm of what you're talking about in terms of football. Only reason why I went outside of football was because I felt that I had to go to that point, to that extent, since you took it to that extent. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, keep it respectful, keep it all within the realm of football, and then we could really have ourselves a true discussion. But it can end right where it's at. I'm honestly, I'm content. It's perfectly fine. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Do your own thing, and we will all do ours. So to my subscribers and to the YouTube community, hey, yo, this is your boy Smitty. Just had to help in addition to what Apex has said, to straighten out this air a little bit, and hopefully Versuz understands that, because I'm pretty sure he'll see it, but I don't expect him to do any response to it or anything like that, because he's not going to respond. So that's solely up to him. So, but Yep. Until then, like I said, until the next time, it's your boy Smitty, and I'm signing out. Peace.